No, I'm good, thank
Any anything kind of jump out when you watch that one on tape?
you. You know, I feel the same way. After seeing it live, you do off tape. You know, we didn't do a good job of disengaging from blocks. Didn't pressure the passer. Had some misfits. Did make some plays on some deep balls, which is a recipe for what happened yesterday. And you know, I know they're all correctable, but you know, it was disappointing. And at the same time, man, we can't let last week beat us again. That's got to be one loss. It can't. You know, so as coaches and players, we have to be really smart and learn from it. At the same time, you know, it's it rips part of your guts out of it, because it's to lose like that is losing's losing. It's never a good feeling.
You talk about losing T-Bell and where you go from there.
Well, we got a handful of guys that are going to have to step up, but you know, it means a lot to our defense, not just from the way he plays, but from the things that he provides us off the field, and just really have a lot of respect for him, and really have a lot of respect for him and how much he's grown, not just as a football player, but as a young man since I've known him, since he's been at Auburn, and really proud of him and love him, and just sad that happened.
Can he still contribute some of those things, the off the field things?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know what, Philip? There's no doubt that he will, because that's who he is. And you know, because he's all about the team. There's no I in him at all. He's all about the team, and he'll do whatever he thinks he can in his power to help us.
What as far as sliding into that spot, like does Whitehead go there, or how does that work?
Oh, there's some possibilities. You know, you got Whitehead, you got Mincy, you got Ryan White, you got Threezy. You got some guys there that they're going to work at it this week and see where we are with it at the end of the week, and make the decision. You know, who gives us the best chance to play like we need to play.
Will you try to give all those guys some rep for the ones?
Absolutely, yeah. They've all been repping, and they all will continue to do so now. You know, but the reps throughout the practice, they'll all have reps.
Talk about getting off blocks, Ted. I mean, what's the single skill that helps most doing that? Is it strength? Is it savvy? Positioning?
Some of it's strength. Some of it is pad level. Some of it is the timing of your strike, because you've got to create separation with your strike. And so it's a combination of all that. Get off, pad level. I mean, it's not just one thing, so it's a combination of those things. And you know, it's something that we've got to do a better job of.
Are you surprised it's a problem this late in the year, or has it just kind of been lingering and festering?
No, sometimes it comes and it goes. You know, from week to week sometimes, and surprised. I don't know about surprised. Disappointed, but once again, that's something that we're going to get fixed, and we're going to be better at it this week.
I know you guys don't use as an excuse, but there are just certain things that can only be fixed over time, like whether you're in the weight room, another, you know, more time in the system, so to speak.
That's a good question, and you're right. I'm not going to use it as an excuse. But as you develop and you get bigger and stronger, and I've done it 1,000 more times, just like anything else, you get better at it. So that's something we just got to keep grinding on, and something that we're going to get done.
You mentioned the deep balls, and yesterday, what made them so hard to defend, you think?
Well, I think that we were in position. You know, we were in what we call in phase, and then some of those balls were underthrown balls. That's the toughest ball to defend when you're in phase. Which in phase means you're in good position, you're on his hip, your hip's on his hip, and you're running where you need to so you can defend the home run ball. And then the underthrown balls are the tough ones to do, and you just got to look for the ball and go back and make a play.
Did you think they took advantage of your concern about I know you said last week they threw deep a lot, but they kind of took advantage of y'all's concern about that with underthrown balls?
No, because a couple of them I think were just underthrown. I don't think there was, you know, because of where it happened down the field, where you don't, you know, you don't want to throw those on purpose. It's just the way it unfolded, unfortunately. And that's my belief anyway.
What are your corners taught to do in terms of looking for the ball?
When you're in phase, I mean, you've got the route under control, turn and make a play on the ball. You know, we're not just gonna look at men. When we got that route under control, we're gonna turn and try and make a play on the ball. That's the goal, is to get the ball back. At the same time, when you're in a trail position and you got no help over the top, you've got to go back to get the route under control, and you can't run fast when you're looking back. Nobody runs a 100-meter dash these days, not 100 yards, I guess. You know, looking this way, you look where you're going. So to get in what we call in phase, you get in a relationship where your hip's on his hip, and you make a play on the ball. You know, and that can vary by technique. If you've got help over the top and you're playing what we call trail, then you're looking for the ball. You know, so all the different phases and different coverages and different techniques, but when we want to make a play on the football, an interception. Okay.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you. Okay.